Good afternoon. My name is Mathieu Weyemberg and I work for Odoo as business analyst. I hope you are enjoying your Odoo experience so far. Today I will do a presentation about how to import data and also how to export data easily in Odoo. I know that export could be also a nightmare for a lot of customers or a lot of people that are using Odoo. I don't know if anyone of you had already a nightmare with some exports and also imports. Yeah. Every week.
That's why the room is full.
That's why the room is full. Okay. You have the red line, error, and so on.
Yes.
You have to know that in version 7 or 8, you had only error, and you didn't know where was the error. But now it's improving, and we are doing the best. That was the topic for today. What is the agenda? First of all, why do we have to import, at which moment, when, where, and also what to do before importing. That's very important. What are the benefits of using import or of importing in Odoo? What are also the new features in version 12 in exporting and also in importing? I will also do a detailed demonstration. Also during my talk, I will also show you something live and in detailed conclusion. First, why and when? Of course, I think the easiest way to start a project is to have an empty database. For example, if you are working with another ERP and you want to switch to Odoo, you have a lot of clients, you have a lot of products, you have everything, and you don't want to create one by one, of course. That's why Odoo can easily import all your file, all your sale order, invoices from scratch directly to Odoo. The second thing is updating records. For example, you have a product list, you have a lot of products, and you just want to, I don't know, for any reason, you just want to update all the price. Of course, you will not go to every product form and to say, okay, I want to change this price. You will export first all the products. I will explain you how to do it after. And you will just change in your CSV file or Excel file. Those two files, those two formats are only those two formats are allowed in Odoo. The same with your product catalog and your contact. You went yesterday to an event, you met 500 clients, you will not, of course, get creating one by one. Where? In a lot of models. What I mean by models, of course, application. In all application, you can do some imports. What to do before importing? I think that's a tricky point because maybe you are working with an Excel and you have a lot of data and you don't know how to structure your file. What I can suggest you is you have to go to the product. For example, you want to import a product. You will go to the product form in Odoo and you will say, okay, which field I want to download or to import, and you will just copy the name, price, vendor price, and so on. Because now in this new version, you don't have to write the name with the ID and so on. You just have to put the name of the field. That's a new feature. And also preview your file with mapping of Odoo fields. Take your Excel sheet, take your Odoo form, and you compile, you just map it. That's one of my advice. Just to sum up the first point, when you create data, that's also a new feature. I will just explain you later. You can use a template by default. For example, it's here to help you. You go to product or go to import, and you have directly a template by default in order to guide you, to help you in order to make an import. Of course, if you want to update some data, you have to extract all the data from Odoo. You have to do an export, and we will work with IDs. What I mean by ID is a unique number for any records that we have in the database. An invoice has a record, every product. For example, you can create two products with the same name, on table and table, but when you will export all those two tables, you will see that those two tables have two different IDs, and we import all the time with IDs and not with name. What are the benefits of using imports? It's very user-friendly. Every version there are a lot of modification, of course, improvement. Now you can see it's a little bit funny. You have an icon, and it tells you you have a lot of instruction directly on the page. You can import with CSV or Excel file. We also recommend do it with Excel file because Odoo supports more modification and formatting with the numbers and with date. We had a lot of problems for the last version with the date, the American date and so on, because the month is before the year and so. Now you can just only put your date, and Odoo will automatically recognize what's the month, what's the year, and so on. Easy to make, yes. You have a lot of documentation. I will just go a little further about it. Before you have anything, you see here import FAQ. You just click on it and you will be redirected directly to Odoo. You have a lot of instruction. It can save time. Why it can save time? For example, before you wanted to import a company and an employee, what you did before, you first imported the company and after you had to import the employee. Now you can do everything in one import. It's the same with products, product categories, product variants, attributes. It's very simple. And the interface is very simple. What's concretely new? That's all about the layout. There is a new guideline, of course, that's the same picture as before. You have a template by default that can help you in not every model, but it will be done in the following weeks. And you have the link that can directly redirect you to the web. That's for example the web page. You can scroll. I will go just after. What's concretely new? You have the new toolbar. Okay. Before you had only 3 buttons. Here you have 5, and they're on the line. I don't know if you remember, but before you had a lot of boxes. Now you have only 4 boxes, and those 2 are very for technical guys. This one it's also advanced, but there is no worries. There is auto mapping. What do I mean by auto mapping? For example, you work your system Odoo. It's in English, but you work in French. I don't know, and you want to import countries. In French, you will say the column will be pays, or I don't know if you anyone speaks French, but pays. First of all, you will import your file in Odoo, and Odoo will say, okay, I think there is a problem. We don't recognize pays because it's country. You will just adapt. I will just do an example after. You will just here say, okay, now pays means country. The second import, you will keep the same file. The second import, Odoo will recognize that pays means country. That means you don't have to change all the time, or you can just change on your file. It's the same. Create new records. That's totally new also. You have to be in debug mode. That's the developer mode. And you will have this little box here that will appear. Here, create if does not exist. For example, I will create a new product. I'll put here headphone, product category. All products have to be linked with a product category. And you will create the new category from here. Before you had first to import the category and after the product. It's the same with companies, with all the models. And of course, that's very good if you use e-commerce and website. You can directly add pictures of your product from the import. You just have to copy paste the URL, and it will automatically upload the pictures. I will do now a little demonstration what I've said. The voice is good. Everyone can hear me? Okay. Here, for example, I go to contacts. I will just show you an example with the auto mapping. I will import a file. You see here, that's my file, this land. I want that it corresponds to country. Import file. It's automatically detected. Normally, it has to be land. Okay. I change it in country. And for the second export, it will be country. I think you understood what I mean. Okay. Here you can see that the Odoo company doesn't exist in my database. That's why I have to create a new record. I will do all the demonstrations after, but just to explain you that. Yeah. Okay. I think now we can go to the export. The export also, it's a subject that is a little bit tricky because you have a lot of fields in Odoo. You don't know which one you have to export. You just want to have the name, but there is a lot: display name, then normal name. No, it's easier in Odoo. You don't have the technical name. You just have to click. Okay, I just want to export the name that is in the form. What are basically the main changes? Here you have all the view by default will change. For example, here when you open when you want to export something, will be automatically all those fields will be automatically filled, and those fields are on the list view. That can help you because normally if you want to have a lot of information that are really important, you can with Studio you can add like a column here with the website of the client directly, and when you will export them, you will have also the column website. I don't know if someone of you did already an import and you wanted to export in Excel, but he imported in CSV. No one? Okay, but a lot of clients, okay, said, okay, we had, I just wanted to import in Excel and I forgot just to change. No, by default, it's the Excel. It's just a little bit to save time. And also on the left side, here on this panel, you have the view by default with all the fields that you can find. Before it was the other one, you had less fields than before, and now you have everything. I will just show you with a little example with the list view. Here, I will export my client. Okay, how to export? Simply have to go to the list view. I will check this box. You have a little button here, action, export, and you will see here I have name, mobile, and email. And I have display name, email, and mobile. For example, if I want to have the language, the language of the customer, what I have to do? Go to Studio. And I have to find languages here. And I do the same. And you will see language is automatically added. For now, we're gonna go to the demonstration that I just prepared for you. We're gonna import two things. We're gonna import some contacts, and we're gonna import some clients too. First, with the contacts. If you are here on your dashboard, you go to contacts, import. Here you can see that you have a template for customers by default. Here. Yeah. Here you can, on the left side, you can see that you have all the IDs. It's possible, for example, if you work with some companies in other countries that they have the same name, but here you see there are different IDs. For example, here, grocery outlet is the company, Bob is the individual. Before you had to import first grocery, and after Bob, now you can import them in the same time. I will import this file. No, not this file, but the other one. Here you have, I also forget to mention it. If you have any question, maybe you can click on here this little sheet here, and you have some frequently asked questions. Here, import FAQ. I will not read everything, but I think we will have some time to do it. Yes, a lot of explanation, little videos, and so on. This page we can may help you. What about the import? Here, import, load file, import contacts. Here I am debug, developer mode. Odoo does not exist. I will create it. And here you see that I will create Odoo and also the employees directly. I test import, everything is valid. Import. You see here on the right, on the left side, there was like a pop-up, 3 records have been imported. It's very good to know because, for example, in your file, you know that you have, I don't know, 200 contacts, and you will see after the import how many contacts have been imported. If you say, okay, there are only 10 contacts that have been imported on 200, there is a problem. That's only for your indication. And here you see the company and the 2 contacts that I just created. We're going to do the same with the products. Go to sales, products. Here, load file. We have also the same here, template for products. Same with the ID, product type. That's mainly the field that are most used to export, also to import. File. Here I have the image, I have the product category. Those 2 things, I know there are not a lot of fields here, but I just wanted to show you the new feature for these imports. Import 1 FB, and you have here your Apple keypad with the pictures. In conclusion, in this new version, of course, the import and export are easier, are faster. You have a lot of help. You have a lot of instruction. You have documentation. You can normally you can be you have to be more autonomous, and you will have more possibility to do all the import and export by yourself after a few times. Of course, import can be in only one step, as I told you, with the product and the clients. And also, it's easier for a consultant because my goal here, I'm working at business analyst. What I'm doing every day, I'm implementing the Odoo in the company. The seller are just selling the product to a client, and I integrate the project in Odoo in the company. Of course, it's easier when the client has more autonomy. He knows how to do, because we lose a lot of time to just clean the file, because there are duplicate lines, duplicate columns, and so on. That's why it's very easy. And of course, the client has more autonomy. What's coming next? Multilingual imports. For example, for product, take an example. You have table in English, and you want it in the same. You are working with French customers, and you want it in the same import, doing table and table, which is the same tafel in Dutch. No, it's not possible. In the next version, it will be possible. No timeout after 5,000 lines per file. What do I mean by no timeout? Yes, because the file is too big, but it will be in the next version that your Odoo will not be blocked. And of course, still many more to come. I just wanted to end up this presentation with a little experience that I had 2 weeks ago. A client, I had a new project, and I received a file, 43 files. Sorry. In every file, I had 85 columns and between 8,000 and 10,000 lines. Just to open the file, it took me like 5 minutes. Just to read all the columns, it took me 5 minutes. And you can just imagine a lot of information that were not needed and so on. After that, I saw that. I just called the customer and I said, I think we have to meet because there is a big problem. I don't know which field corresponds to Odoo and so on. And I went to see him and I said, okay, just tell me what do you need? What do you need for working that your business can be operate? And after I had not 43 files, but I had only 10 files to import. And not 8,000 lines. It was a little bit less. That's my key message for the end of this presentation. Is if you want to import, you can import whatever you want, but just be sure that it's very needed because it takes a lot of time, and it could be also a nightmare. Thank you very much.
About 5,000 lines.
Yeah. More or less.
Almost on the partner object, I have problems. Maybe start 100 lines or something like that. I see there is a big difference if I import files on easy objects and on maybe partner or products object that takes maybe an hour, and there is a timeout, but not with that 5,000 lines.
No, 5,000. It's like more or less like an approximation, and maybe you have a lot of columns. If you have this kind of problem, of course, you just have to maybe to call us or to send us ticket support.
You have to turn off the fish check.
Yeah.
What?
The fish check. So the check for the fiscal number. If you turn that off, it will speed it up. But there's a good app to run imports in the background.
What happens with the data? Also, in case I just want to change the price, as you said, I don't need more columns as ID and price, and
You just want to export the price.
now and then change it and re-import it.
Yes.
So what happens with the data that I don't fill in? Are they override with null, or are they
It
keeping
will
the
change
data?
automatically. First of all, you have to export your products,
Yeah.
and after, of course, the column price, you will have all your product in your Excel file, and you just have to fill it manually. Of course, all the time that you will export a product, you will also export automatically the ID, the unique number, and you will change the price. You have the ID here, and you have to change also the price from the same ID, and you will import the ID and not the name of the product, and it will be automatically changing.
Yeah, but is it updating
Yes,
the
it's
product, or is it overriding?
It's updating the product. It's updating the price.
So the name and all the different columns I didn't export are still there.
Are still there, yeah, of course. It's only this contract. Yes.
If you want to import the product and create the product category,
Yep.
if the product category has several required fields, can you also create the product category with those fields required without data?
Here I didn't create any fields for the product category. I just put the name. Of course, if you want to customize or to configure better your product category, you can do it in the backend. But here it's really the name.
But if you have in the category form another field that is required, you can create the category with this.
Yeah, directly. I just created. I'm sorry. Because the next presentation is coming. I think I will just go there and you can ask me questions.